Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2020. This is episode number 14. We're into season 2. It's the 1st of January. It's New Year's. We're a month away from the trade deadline, and I figured I'd prep this episode by trying to make a deal that started as offloading Richaun Holmes. I've got too many centers. I want Bull to play. Holmes is taking all of his time. I want to help develop him. And working my way through potential trades, I've found something major that may go through, may not. We'll see if this is enough. So I have Richaun Holmes, De'Aaron Fox, yes, one of the two core components of this team, and Buddy Hield, who I've previously mentioned is potential trade bait. Now, Fox, I was not looking at as trade bait. But here's what we get in return along with this year's first round pick. And yeah, that's given away a lot. But here's what comes back. Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, along with a couple expiring contract throwaways. Neither one of them are any good. I mean, they're both 1.5-star guys, but it's $8.5 million extra off the books that they don't want. Jackson, don't even care if he has potential or not. He's just 25. Marjanovic is clearly throwaway. Yes, it's giving up a first-round pick, but Fox and Hield are good. Okay, Hield's a 3-star guy on a big contract. So that's not fantastic at all. Now, Fox is a really good player. 3.5 stars, 4-star potential. Okay, that is a big player to give away. But Doncic, 5 stars. And just 21 years of age. And still has a $10 million contract year next year, meaning he's not making a ton, and we've still got 2 years of control and could potentially sign something. Now, Fox has already not agreed to a contract for next year and is already looking for like $25 million and didn't sign the $25 million that we offered for next year. Okay, Porzingis, yeah, he's making the big money already. He's looking at basically 30 to 35 each year coming up. But he's already 4.5 stars and 25. That's massive for a first round pick. Right now, we're legal. Advantage is none. Let's see if it goes through. Not quite enough value in the deal. They want a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Can I throw in Dedmon? Oh, please take it. I would love to see Dedmon gone. I've been trying to offload him for ages. Got to come close to matching the best thing from our side of the deal. A first round pick and De'Aaron Fox, and you're not liking that? Can we throw in a second rounder 2023? Okay, no, we are too far gone. So pull back Dedmon. Tempted to throw in maybe Barnes. Who's got a lot of money. Nope, too much money. No way do I want to throw in Bagley. Bagley's a keeper, even though he plays the same position as Porzingis. I'm guessing one of them could come down and really call you Stein is a maybe that we could throw in. What if we throw in Swan again? Okay, not a fan of that one. Try Phillips. How do you feel about Phillips? Our other first round pick. I'm not throwing in 2 first rounders. Please don't make me do that. I might do it. Malik Beasley. Could be. Could be. I mean, he's on a good contract. But he's going to want more money next year for sure. Malik Beasley is a good contract. Afraid to throw in Cauley Stein. Torrey Craig. Oh, now it's advantage us. You don't like Craig. Okay. This year's second round pick? How does that now advantage us? It's bad? You don't want a second round pick? Would you rather have the 2023 pick than this one? I don't see how a second round pick is a bad thing. About next year's pick. That would give me no picks next year, though. I don't like that. No way is Walker going in the deal. Bull. That's who I'm looking for, but at least that gives you a little more something. I don't see how we're not close to offering the best thing you have. Doncic, I'm already giving you a first round pick and De'Aaron Fox. I mean, how are we not getting close? Do I put in Bagley and take out the first round pick? I think we hit too much money if we do that, but giving up our 2 best guys currently for your 2 best guys with a definite upgrade. I like Bagley. I don't want to put in Bagley, and I definitely don't want to. Maybe Justin James? I don't think you're going to go for that one, but maybe. Two first rounders, I think, is the only thing that I could try at this point. Because there's no other piece. Did I try Bull? I think I did. I feel like we are so close to making this deal work. Did I try Beasley? I think I did. Willie Cauley-Stein, I suppose, is the next one. A first-round pick is definitely more valuable than he is to us. We're still advantaged none. We're still salary cap legal. Okay. Last thing is 2 first-rounders. And I would think this year would be easier to give up. That's big now. You're not taking 2 first-rounders. How is it that you're ready to accept a deal and then you don't accept a deal? Okay, maybe because Doncic was the original piece. If we keep the pick, take out Fox, and take out Doncic, can we get Porzingis? Can we maybe get Porzingis out of this? It's not Doncic, but I've got Fox, and I'm happy with Fox. Porzingis, it would be a key piece. And maybe we can get him playing alongside Bagley. So, Willie Cauley-Stein. Still advantage. Buddy Hield, a first round pick, and Willie Cauley-Stein. Okay. I'm taking away one of my pieces, but his replacement's already there. What this hurts me on is, you've got Jake Walker, who steps in right away to replace Buddy Hield. And Willie Cauley-Stein is immediately replaced by Porzingis and or Bagley, right? Whoever moves over to center. I then have Barnes to trade for a small forward. I've got Barnes. And Dedmon, which nobody really wants that contract, but I've got Barnes to turn around and try to get something at small forward. Because Troy Phillips is definitely not ready to jump up to that starting spot, and he's not going to have, he's 2.5 star potential. And we're a whole year away from getting two starters and a first round pick for a 4.5 star guy. That's giving away a lot. But it's not that strong of a starter who we just signed for nothing. He's trade bait to me. I'm okay with that. Let's give it a shot. How am I not coming close? How am I not coming close? I mean, what else do I have to do? How do you not see it as an advantage and legal, and yet you're saying that we're not close? So disappointing. Because I'm okay with that deal. I'm giving away a lot for one player. One stinking player. By the way, I've done 4 games off camera. We were 3-1. So we're at 19-16. I think in the standings, look at the last 10. We are looking pretty dang good here. 7-3. Yeah, 7-3 in the last 10. So after a slow start to the season, we're actually looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get through a week here real quick. Another win, 20-16 now, beating Minnesota, and albeit Minnesota, but Tacoma 8-11 after their really slow start. Not that it matters at all what they do. We beat Utah, who are 30-8. Another win, Atlanta, another plus 500 team. So we're doing some things despite not being able to make a move. And it's okay if we don't make a move. That was That was a pretty good opportunity. And now I'm starting to think Buddy Hield, the combination of Hield and Cauley Stein could be a good trade somewhere. We can get our player that way. Lillard, player of the week. So now 22-16, another 3 wins on the trot, 4 in a row, and let's see, 7 out of the last 8, because I think we were at 15-15, right? I think there is potential there that we could maybe get a superstar off of somebody. So who has one that we want? Oh, I can't stand Jokic, but wouldn't that be something if we could pick up Jokic? Three years. Okay, let's see. Buddy Hield, who is in the way of our superstar. Rashawn Holmes, who's in the way of development of Bol. And Willie Cauley-Stein. And this year's first round pick. Okay, I don't think we're close enough to making this one work. Do you like Beasley? Do you like Craig? Do you like 2 first rounders? No, okay. So Jokic is a no. Drummond? Last year his contract, that's an iffy one. But they might be more willing to move him. And it might not take as much 4-star guy. Oh, they've only got Green as a 3-star player. Okay. They got Marc Gasol as 2.5. Okay. Nope, not going there. Sabonis to the Northwest. I like that. 3.5-star guy. I wonder what his potential is. Solid inside, decent jumper, okay free throw. Not a great scorer, but a good scorer. Passing and handling, good for a center. Rebounding is good. Defense is good. I don't know what kind of ratings that would be. Playing 30 minutes a game, 13.5 points, 9.5 rebounds. I think he's an easier acquire. That's advantage none already what I have up there? No freaking way. Go in this direction. Oh, shoot. Okay. He's 30. Paul George. Filling the small forward void and then having a void at center. He's got the ridiculous contract. It's a 2-year contract with a player option for next year. I'd certainly rather have Leonard than George. And that's a possibility. Can I do it without Stein? That's now the key. Can I keep Stein? I might be able to keep Stein. So we've got Buddy Hield, Rashawn Holmes, and a first-round pick for Kawhi Leonard, and you're saying advantage none? Yeah, there you go. Resetting this. You're not actually looking at it, are we? Okay. Maybe we are. Okay. Rashawn Holmes. Reset those out. Yeah, see, now you're saying an advantage. We need a little more in there. But is Torrey Craig a little more? No. Is Malik Beasley a little more? What about Bol Bol? Harrison Barnes? James? Okay, we need 2 pieces here, I think. Let's try it with Torrey Craig. I mean, if we've got Kawhi Leonard coming in, right, I'm totally fine with Troy Phillips as a backup to develop and get better over time because Leonard's going to take almost all the minutes. So what else could we put in? Deadman's a no. What about Beasley? No. Second round pick. Another first rounder just to see. No. Okay, so Leonard's not actually a deal. It was saying advantage none when advantage none wasn't actually there. Maybe I could have snuck it through that way, and I don't think that would have gone over very well. But what about Paul George? Back on that one, no. I think the Lakers have anyone. A 4-star LeBron. At 36, no. We're not win now. We've got to build for the future. He is definitely too old. No way on Ariza. Davis would be ideal. Could we do 2 first rounders for Davis? No, we cannot. Grizzlies. Heat. They want to trade him, but that's not a position I want. It's the first player I've seen on the trade block. Giannis, not a chance. Karl Anthony Towns? 5 stars? Really? Good, yes. But 5 stars? Okay. Zion. Wouldn't that be something? Ingram. Surprised Ingram's not at 4. RJ Barrett. Randall. Here's some trade bait. Maybe that's... Okay. I think we're going to speed things up and look for somebody on the trade block. Or somebody tradable like that. Embiid, no way. Nurkic, just 3.5 stars, really? And Whiteside also 3.5 stars. And that's advantage us? You've only got him pegged at 3.5 stars? Aldridge, 35, no. Nice to have short term, but definitely not long term and not what we'd have to give up to get him. Raptors probably don't have anything. Well, Siakam. Oh, hello. He's making a lot of money for 3.5 stars. Though this is just healed at a first rounder. Not going to do that though. Sorry. No. Especially when positionally it's just a little bit off. And the Wizards. Well, nope, that's it. That's it. No deal. No dice. Ain't happening. We win again. The team I have right now looks like they're playoff bound. But that doesn't mean we're there yet. I mean, we lose to the Lakers finally, but we don't... Actually, no, we do lose by plenty. But one loss in quite a while. And there's Aldridge hurt. Beat the Pelicans 24-17. Really come a long ways in a pretty short amount of time. There's a high-scoring game on the road, I think, at San Antonio. I forget left or right which one's home. I think the way this is set up is that was on the road. So how are we looking now? A couple weeks on. A few weeks in all from where we last were. We're still, that's the funny thing, is we're still only 4th in the division. But this isn't about the division. Division doesn't mean squat. That's what matters. 5th in the conference. And we're 4 games clear of the Spurs, who are in 7th. Mavericks aren't far off, though. You definitely got a tight battle here. But the Blazers and us and the Suns all looking pretty good this season. Clippers on top, Jazz half game down, Lakers, and then we're just a half game behind the Suns. The Knicks And the Nets. Wow, New York making waves this year. Anybody from the greater New York area, make a shout out. It's your chance. Can't do it in real life. They've been woeful for a long time now. How long has it been since the Knicks put up any sort of challenge? I know Melo was the big hope there. And shoot, I was at the game 6 years ago when Melo dropped like 50 points or whatever it was. The one and only time he really had a big game. Right? I mean, is it? Did he do anything else? By the way, the Blazers still won that game. Because Melo just took every shot. Like, every time down the court. And I was at the end. I was at the end of the court where he just, every time he came down, he just shot, and he shot, and he shot. Yeah, he ended up with about 50 points, but he missed a lot of shots. So they just put the ball in his hand every single time they came down the court, and the Blazers were like, okay, you want to shoot all day long? You're not that hot. You're getting the points at the end of the day, but Blazers came away with the win. They weren't doubling him up. They let him shoot, and they let him shoot, and they let him shoot. And sure, he made plenty, but he missed a lot. That was about 6 years ago. Yes, we definitely want to offer praise because his morale was still a little bit off. Dieter, not impressed. Okay, how are we now looking? Nope, sorry, that's my dashboard. Oh, still not there. Deadman's is improving. These guys were all in the red. Oh, Walker's hurt. What's going on there, Walker? And oh man. Getting close, huh? Sprain toe, 6 days. Fox is at 4 now? He's reached potential. I didn't know there was development in season, right? He was 3.5, wasn't he? Okay. Ah, man, we need that mood to improve though so we can get him signed on. Oh, we're the favorite. Look at that. Look at that. We are the favorite going into a matchup. I don't know the last time I saw that. Of course, we obviously are winning a lot of games now since we were 15-15. That's 13-2. 13-2 over the last 15. Is that right? 9-1 in the last 10. 5 straight wins. And wow, the Celtics. They're 27-19. Screw it. Let's watch this game. Looks like a good one. Of course, the first time we always load, it always starts a little funky. Oh, Barnes is playing small forward. It's a bit of an odd position for him. Yeah, see, it's always slow at the start. And then the first stoppage. We need that stoppage quick. Whoa, Boston opens by draining a 3. Turn that volume down. Oh, and I think we come right back, and no, we don't. It's 5-0. 7-0. What a start, guys. Can we get a dead ball so this will speed up? 9-0. Ouch. We haven't even had a field goal attempt. There's our first one of the game. They've had 3 steals already to open the game. Ouch, guys. Ouch. Ready to play basketball? Kickball. Okay, apparently we were ready to play soccer. But at 9-0, that would be a really bad score line. That would be horrendous. Even for football, that's already a bad score line. Touchdown and... Hello, thank you. You're ready to speed up now. Yes? Oh, come on! You're still not fixing it. I don't want pause. Yeah? It's 11-0. You're at home, guys. You're at home. Come on. Wait, they've still only had 1 shot attempt in the first 2.5 minutes of this game. There you go. Okay, you literally have to change the game speed for you to recognize the game speed. Still 13-0. 15-0. Hey, they scored! Bagley scored. Isn't it amazing? Alright, let's see if they can come back from this early deficit. Obviously, I'm over-exaggerating the importance of this start, but Tatum's got 8, Brown's got 7. They started very strongly. We started very weakly. We've already cut it down to under 10, but what a horrible start to this game. Cauley-Stein's got 3 rebounds and a couple points. Otherwise, it's not that we're missing shots, it's turnovers. I mean, Walker's got 4 steals already in this game here in the first quarter. And obviously we've picked up the pace a little bit. I mean, the deficit's holding at 10 now. Oof, big 3 there, though. That hurts. Just cut it to single digits. No. Can't do it. But start of the second quarter, we'll see if we can do a little bit better. So an 11-point deficit at the end of the first. It's not the worst quarter ever, but it was definitely the worst start you could have to a game. 15-0 before we even got our first bucket. Beasley's now got 10 points. He's got a good performance off the bench. 4 of 6 shooting. Now 12 points. We keep him in. He moves to small forward. He's the only one scoring. 8-point deficit. Cutting it back a little bit further, but Boston just keeps draining threes. Every time we start to make headway, they nail a 3. Right back to 10 points. We had it down to 6 for a moment. Definitely a better second quarter than the first. Still, progress was short-lived as Boston ends the half strong. It's 60-49 at the half. Bagley's got 14, but he's not getting a whole lot of help there other than off the bench from Beasley. He's been really strong. 5 of 7, 2 or 3 beyond the arc. Joseph has 4 assists off the bench. Fox has 12 points. Buddy Hield has not done anything. He's 1 of 6 shooting. He's the weak link at the moment. In terms of turnovers, though, look at the starting. Look at the bench. Just 1 turnover from the bench players. But the starters, 10 turnovers in the first half. They'll have to do better in the second half if we're going to come back to win this game. Most of those came in the first quarter for sure. Boston. I've seen at least 3 or 4 three-pointers here in the third quarter. They are really shooting well from outside. Walker's got 18 and 11. He's got a double-double. They're not rebounding much. Fox suddenly has 10 assists, 14 points. So he's come out of nowhere, really stepping up here in the third quarter. But the deficit's growing. 16 points. Bagley's got 18. Barnes now has 10. Rebounds were a +5 advantage, but blocks are +2, but it's the steals. Steals are 9-2, and we're a -8 on turnovers. Both teams in the 55% range for this game. Big on the offense. Free throws are fine, but we're just 6 of 7, now 7 of 9. It's the three-pointers, though. 13 of 30. We've made 10 ourselves. It's like, you don't see where this deficit is coming from. Outside of the turnovers, it's the steals. They have not improved on their 9 in the last quarter, but we're down by over 20. Going home. Well, we're already home. We're going to go to our houses. Big-time losers today. And most of that came down in the first 3 minutes of the game. Final 4 minutes of this one, and we fight back to within 10. Trying to make a late push here, but it feels like it's way too late. Well, maybe it's not. 5-point deficit, but they have not scored in a while. Oh, we miss at that end, and they end up with an and one, getting all 3 points. We had a real chance of coming back. We were within 5, and the and one ended up the decisive moment. We nearly came back to win that game after being down big in the fourth quarter. That was an ugly game. All offense, no defense outside of the steals. We just loaded up on the turnovers. Ouch. But that's why they're one of the favorites, and we're not. We might be close to them in record, but we are definitely not there in quality yet. 14-11 at home. Now it's the Knicks, the number 1 team in the East, and we lose again. No, sorry. Oh my goodness. Done that a couple of times. We win by 5, so we actually do rebound from that loss with a victory. It beat the number 1 East team in the Knicks. Boston, I think, was 3rd in the East. So we play the top 2 teams in a back-to-back and at least get one of them. Now we head on the road, and we start with an East Coast road trip, so it looks like this is an all-East stretch for us. Lose to Chicago on the road, now 29-19. But what an improvement that was from where we were, well below 500 to start the season, and then recovering to 15-15, and then we've gone on to win a lot of games over the last little stretch. Of course, we had a number of injuries at the start of the season. That didn't help us. Whew, the Nets are 19-2 at home. So now we play the number 2 team in the East. So 3 out of our last 4 games have been the top 3 teams in the East. Kevin Durant with 37 points to win it for Brooklyn. And we only managed to win 1 of those 3 games. And then lose to the Bulls while we're at it. The one more winnable game in that stretch. So we definitely have not hit the elite yet, but can we be on our way to, a 5-6 seed? That would be a definite step in the right direction this season from where we were a season ago. A chance to rebound here, and this will be game number 50 on the season. This will also be my stop point, and in terms of key dates, we're just a week away from the trade deadline now. So we'll see if anything comes up. We've already tried to make whatever work. We do get the rebound win, so our 30th win of the season with 32 games left to play. It's a lot of games to get that dozen wins to match last season. So we're looking pretty good. Alert popping up. Trade deadline, there you go, week away. So we end this episode there. Let's go ahead and check those conference standings and see how we're doing now. It's still the Knicks half game above the Nets. Wow, Boston actually isn't on top. They're just a game out of third. And I guess the Bulls are up there too, even though they're only 25-26. Kind of the break point is the Celtics. Then you got a 4-game drop where it gets tight for the last playoff spots. But over here in the West, it's the Clippers at 40-10. And then the Jazz, 39-12. The Lakers, definitely not as dominant this year as last. And we currently hold the 4 seed. Though we are equal on games with the Suns. They are 1-1 above us. They've played 2 more games. And it's just 15-11 at home. Where we're getting the job done is still on the road. It's 15-9. We've been better on the road all season. And while we've improved a lot and won a lot of games recently, we're still, at this point, better on the road. Still 7-3 in the last 10, even over this tough stretch. But just points ahead, percentage points ahead of the Suns from the 4-5 seed right now. The Nuggets 2.5 games back. The Blazers are 3 games back. The Mavericks are 4 back. And then a game and a half out of the playoffs are both the Pelicans and the Warriors. 1 game further back are the Grizzlies. And then just a half game down are the Spurs. It's tight throughout. I mean, even the worst team, yes, the Houston Rockets, and it's kind of working in real life, Westbrook and Harden in game. It's showing the reality that I see. That's a horrible pairing, those two, having them play side by side. 2 ISO guys who are just going to play the mid-range game, right? Just doesn't seem like a good combo to me. Yes, Harden, the step-back threes, that helps a little bit. But if they can have legitimate reffing who aren't afraid and blow the whistle when they commit the offensive foul 9 times out of 10 and not the other way around, that team's just not that great. They're just not that good. It's the whistle. When the whistle bails them out, they win a lot of games. But when they don't charge over everybody and they don't travel every 2 seconds, they're not going to be that good. That's what it takes for them to win. Anyway, 30-20. Love it. What an improvement. 15-5 in the last 20 games. Big step up for the team, and we approach the late end of the season. Looking pretty good for the playoffs right now. 4 behind the Lakers. We're definitely out of the reach of the big 3. But if we can get a 4 seed, we might see a second round. And then get blown out there by one of the big 3. But if we can get that home advantage, we might just see ourselves into the second round this season. And that would be a massive step in the right direction. No, we couldn't make the big trade happen, but there's still a week before the deadline. And maybe, just maybe, we can make that push. Because right now, I'm still not focused on win now. I'm still not focused on this season being the time where we're going to do something. We're still young. We're still developing. Our best player and our key components are far from being done. We're still building. We can just win some games while we're at it. But I'm Decathlon Gamer. Be sure to hit that like button on a step in the right direction. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.